So I'm working this really like a 6 to 6 because I'm always getting home late. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving trucks, 18-wheel trucks. If you didn't know, I do have my CDL Class A license, and I decided I wasn't happy with it. So it's time to go. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm changing the name. This is no longer Merce Montez. This is Merce Montez TV because I want to give you guys something to watch while you're at work, while you're at home, while you're in the bathroom, while you're in the toilet. Any situation or circumstances you're in, you should be able to watch my TV. You should be able to watch my channel. All right, so you've seen the title. I quit my job to travel full time. All right, so what's the job I quit? Well, see, if you didn't know, I used to work for Coca-Cola, right? In a nearby city, okay? And the thing about it was I actually loved doing the job, but I didn't live in the city. So I'm waking up at 4 to get there at like 6:30. I'm getting off at like 7 and 8, getting home by 9 and 10. And some days I got to stay in the city just so I can get back to work on time the next morning. So, over time, I'm like, well, it's got to be something better than what I'm doing. Let me just stop you right there, okay? I'm not in any way bashing my former place of work. I love the place. It was a good place. It kept me slim, kept me trim. I felt like it was good work. And actually, driving trucks in itself is very good work. Like, I know a lot of people, I have family members that drive trucks, right? And the possibilities of upward mobility is extremely high. For example, if you're gonna travel state to state and make your money that way, there's actually more money in doing that than doing what I was doing. Like, I was just delivering drinks, which was respectable. I was still able to, now don't get me wrong, I was still able to get home. It's just I was getting home late, and that wasn't good. And then if you're driving state to state, obviously it's gonna be more money because you're making more cents per mile, and you have more time on the road. So the higher your cents per mile is, the more you're gonna make. And the more miles you drive, the more you're gonna make. Now, there's two ways you can do that. You can either just use another company's truck, or you can become an owner operator. Now, when you're an owner operator, you're making way more money because it's your truck. You're not using somebody else's truck. And so now they're going to pay you a higher percentage of your gross weekly pay because you own the truck. So this is going to be, when you're doing this, you can make anywhere from $100,000 or more. And when I say more, I'm talking over $200,000 a year. All right. If you're an owner operator. However, when you do that, just you got to really commit to doing something like that. Like, you really got to drive state to state. I don't think you could do it in you probably could do it in your area. I actually know some people that do own their own truck and they operate within their state. But for the figures I mentioned, if you're really trying to do that, then you got to go to state to state to state to state to state. All right, back to my normal conversation. All right, and there was, and so I know you're supposed to put it 2 weeks in, but I was a little bit younger than I am now, so I didn't really think about that. So I ended up having a conversation with the boss and just telling him I quit. And so that's what I did. I quit. Okay, fast forward to now. Okay, what do I do? What am I? As you know, in my previous videos, if you watched the videos, which I hope you have watched the videos, I'm a nurse. I'm an LPN to be exact. All right, so I didn't actually learn about traveling until 6 months in to my actual career, and that's when I learned agency work. What I've been preaching to you guys since the beginning of this channel, and I'm going to continue to preach to you guys to the end of this channel, and hopefully there isn't an end to this channel. But I use agency work to travel for free. Let me break it down to you. So if you're a nurse or just anybody in the medical field, you should be able to do a travel agency. Now, there's a lot of perks that people don't understand that come with doing this. All right, so let's just say your city is completely maxed out. Like, everywhere you go, there's no jobs. However, in other states, they have an extreme higher need for people in your said skill. So what do? You find a travel agency. Now, a lot of times the travel agencies give you like reimbursements, or they give you like meal packets, meal tickets, they give you money to go and travel. They find you places to stay. All right, so let's just say you're working 3 days a week, every week, and that's part of your contract. You've got 4 days off to experience the city. That don't mean, just blow all your money while you're down there, because then you come back, you broke. But you can do stuff like visiting the parks, visiting the things that city is known for, and still enjoy yourself. So if you do this full time, if you quit your 9 to 5 and jump into travel agency work full time, wouldn't you say you're traveling full time? Or wouldn't you say that you're traveling for free? Because technically you are. You got to find the agencies that do that. Like they'll literally ask you, where do you want to go? Or they'll tell you what they have in your city, in different states. They'll tell you how you're going to get there, where you're going to stay, how you're going to drive back and forth, how much money you're going to get as a stipend, or just as extra money to eat, But it's many ways you can do this, right? And I've broken this down before, but if you want me to get more specific, I will always do another video for you guys. Now, just to add to that, now, we're going to address the elephant in the room, okay? I did say that you can travel different states, right? And you can. All right, but understand something, okay? Not every agency takes out taxes, so you might want to find you one that does take out taxes. But since you're going from state to state, you're going to have to figure out how that's going to factor in to the normal taxes that you would do if you stayed in the same state. Now, however, if you are okay with staying in the same state and just traveling in different areas of the state and staying at hotels that are provided by your agency, do that. So if the agency doesn't take out tax, or at least the only thing you have to worry about is doing taxes in that one state, because each state's tax bracket or the way they operate within taxes are different. All right, so you have to understand that before you go to different states. Like, there's a lot of intricate details that come with doing that, but if you know what they are, it's not as bad. It's a breeze. So with the taxes situation, like if you're in the same state, learn what your tax laws are. See, here I live in Georgia. I'm based out of Atlanta. All right, so I kind of know how my state goes because I've always lived in Georgia, so I know what's required. So if you're getting the 1099 tax paper at the end of the year, you can itemize a lot, but you just have to know what to itemize so that you won't have to owe as much. For example, the uniforms you buy, you can write that off. If you bought a new car within that same year, you can write that off. If you're using your mileage, you can write that off. If you have an office space in your room, write it off. Anything you do or anything you pay for in regards to work, that's the write-off. So you need to learn that. You need to learn that so that way, at least when you come back from whatever your assignment is, you have a lot of things that you can write off so that you don't have this huge, big tax debt to pay off. And that's another video. I'm gonna tell you what I did and the mistakes I made and how I fixed it. All right, that'll be in the videos coming up. But if you want me to do it sooner, I need you to comment, I need you to like, I need you to share, I need you to subscribe. Because I haven't actually done a travel agency video in a minute, have I? Don't think I have. But I think you guys like hearing about travel nursing. I think you guys want travel vlogs. I think you guys want to watch more of Merce TV. I'm convinced that you think that this is a good channel. All right. So what I need you guys to do, I need you to interact with the channel. Okay. Get me into the YouTube algorithm so that when I post, you can see it and other people can see it and be helped. Because I like to think that I have a lot of health information that I can give to someone and show them the ropes. And that's it. Next video coming soon.